Hello everyone, welcome to Mathy Time. My name is Jolita and I work at the Plano Public Library. Mathy Time is ideal for children between the ages of 3 and 5, but everyone is welcome to join. In Mathy Time, we will explore new concepts appropriate for this age group and complete a simple hands-on activity at the end. Grown-ups, here are the supplies we will use for our activity today in case you want to gather them now. We're going to be using small plastic toys, or you can use blocks if you have them, Legos. We're going to need about 10 to 12 of whatever it is you have at home. You can also use food if you'd like to, something that's not too messy like goldfish, crackers, or if you have them, buttons, marbles, anything that you have a handful of and that we can use to make patterns and count out. Crayons and markers also work well. Okay, great. Today in Mathy Time, you can expect some songs and a fun hands-on activity. Now let's kick things off with our welcome song. We wave and sing hello, we wave and sing hello. With all our friends at Mathy Time, we wave and sing hello. Hello, friends. It's so good to see you today. Today we're going to explore the concept of repeating patterns. Patterns are things like numbers, shapes, and images that repeat in a logical way. When you recognize a pattern, you can guess or predict what will happen next. Did you know that some stories and rhymes have patterns? Lines or phrases that repeat are called refrains. We're going to do a rhyme now that you may know. See if you can recognize the pattern in this song. I'm going to use some flannel pieces to help us along. This is Old Macdonald. Here is the barn, and here's the farmer, Old Macdonald. Okay, sing along with me if you can. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some sheep, E-I-E-I-O, with a ba-ba here and a ba-ba there, here a ba, there a ba, everywhere a ba-ba. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Good job! What else did Old Macdonald have on the farm? Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some cows, E-I-E-I-O, with a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo-moo. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Very good. What pattern did you notice in this rhyme? We name an animal commonly found on a farm, like our sheep or the cow, and then we make a noise that that animal makes. Now let's keep going with some other animals that you might find on a farm. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some pigs, E-I-E-I-O, with an oink oink here and an oink oink there, here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink oink. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some chickens, E-I-E-I-O, with a buck buck here and a buck buck there, here a buck, there a buck, everywhere a buck buck. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Good job. That was so much fun. I really enjoyed making all the different animal noises. I hope you did too. I think my favorite is the sheep. All right. Now we're going to make some more patterns using flannel shapes. And you can help me say the names of the shapes when I put them out. Okay. What is this? That's right, it's a square. And this is a triangle. Very good. And we have one more shape that we're going to use today. It is a circle. Great work. And can you tell me the colors that we've got up here on our flannel board? The square is pink. That's right. What color is the triangle? It's green. Good job. And finally, our circle is red. Let's see if we can make some patterns with these shapes. Okay, we're going to start with the square. square, triangle, square, triangle. Let's say this pattern together. Square, triangle, square, triangle. What do you think is going to come next in our shape pattern? That's right, it's a square. One more time, let's say this pattern out loud. Square, triangle, square, triangle, square. Good job. All right, I'm going to make another pattern. And this time we're going to use our other shape, which is a circle. That's right. So we have circle, square, circle, square, circle. What's going to come after the circle? Let's say our pattern out loud. Circle, square, circle, square, circle, and then finally we have our, that's right, we're going to have another square. Let's go through this pattern one more time. Circle, square, circle, square, circle, square. Good job, everyone. Let's do one more pattern with our shapes. This one's going to be a little bit different. See if you can figure out what's different about it. Okay, we're going to start with our triangle. Triangle, so that's 1, 2 triangles. Then we're going to have a square, square, 1, 2 squares. And then a triangle, triangle, 1, 2 triangles. What do you think is going to come next in this pattern? Let's say the pattern out loud and see if we can figure it out. Triangle, triangle, square, square, triangle, triangle. Next we have, you got it, square, square, 1, 2 squares. Good job, excellent work. Let's take our shapes down and we're going to sing another song. Okay, this next song is also about a farmer. We have a lot of farmer friends. Here's our farmer. Our farmer has a dog, and the dog's name we're going to spell out at the bottom of the board. See if you can say the letters with me as I put them up. B, I, N, G, O. That spells bingo. Okay, see if you can recognize the pattern in this song. There was a farmer, had a dog, and bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and bingo was his name. Oh, there was a farmer, had a dog, and bingo was his name. Oh, whoops. I-N-G-O, 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 and bingo was his name. Oh, there was a farmer, had a dog, and bingo was his name. Oh, N-G-O, 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 and bingo was his name. Oh. Okay, let's stop there for a minute and see if we can identify the pattern in this song. When we sang the first verse, we spelled out bingo's name with all the letters. When we sang the second verse, or when we sang the verse the second time, we clapped for the first letter, then we spelled out the rest of bingo's name. I-N-G-O. When we sang the verse again, we clapped for the B and the I in Bingo's name, and then we spelled out the rest of the letters. N-G-O. So what will happen when we sing the next verse of the song? That's right, we're going to clap for the first 3 letters in Bingo's name, and then we're going to say the last 2 letters. It's going to be G-O. And we're going to keep doing this until we've used all the letters up and we're just clapping for each letter in Bingo's name. All right, let's try it again with the 3rd letter. Remember to clap 3 times and say the last 2 letters of the name. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh. And Bingo was his name. Oh. Good job, everybody. And good pattern recognition. All right. Let's send Bingo back to the farm. It's activity time. In case your grown-ups stepped away while we had all the fun, let's call them back and make sure they don't miss out on activity time. On the count of 3, we're all going to say, "Oh, grown-up, it's activity time." Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, grown-up, it's activity time. Good job. Grown-ups and kids, we're going to be using some objects and we're going to practice making some patterns. Now, I told you at the beginning that you could just gather some things from around your house. Blocks are ideal. If you have small little plastic toys like this, that's great too. Crayons, markers, anything that you have about 10 to 12 of, you can go and gather them now if you don't have them already, and I will be right here when you come back. All right, all set? I'm going to use bears and dinosaurs. Whatever you have, you can pretend one group is a group of bears and one group is a group of dinosaurs, and we're going to make some patterns. Okay, are you ready? Great. Bear, dinosaur, bear, dinosaur. Okay, let's say this pattern as it is so far. Bear, dinosaur, bear, dinosaur. What do you think is going to come next in our pattern? That's right, it's going to be another little bear. Okay, let's say the pattern together. Bear, dinosaur, bear, dinosaur, bear. Good job. All right, let's make another pattern. If you have things that are different colors, do you have something that's blue? We're going to use something blue on the bear side, and we're going to use yellow on the dinosaur side. And we're going to make a pattern that uses colors. So, blue bear, yellow dinosaur, blue bear, yellow dinosaur. What do you think comes next in our pattern? Let's say it together. Blue bear, yellow dinosaur, blue bear, yellow dinosaur. What do you think comes next? That's right, it's another blue bear. All right, let's say our pattern together one more time. Blue bear, yellow dinosaur, blue bear, yellow dinosaur, blue bear. Good job. All right, let's move our bears back and our dinosaurs, and we're going to do one last pattern with these toys. See if you can spot it. Bear, bear, dinosaur, dinosaur, bear, bear. What comes next in this pattern? Let's say it together. Bear, bear, dinosaur, dinosaur, bear, bear. We have 1, 2 of each animal. So what do you think is going to come next in our pattern? That's right. It's another dinosaur, dinosaur. Okay, let's say this pattern together out loud. Bear, bear, dinosaur, dinosaur, bear, bear, dinosaur, dinosaur. Excellent work, everybody. I had so much fun making patterns with you today. Continue to make patterns with different items at home. Grown-ups, you can ask your early learner questions like, what makes this a pattern? Is it the color? Is it the size? Is it the shape? Try making patterns with food during snack time by arranging fruit in a pattern. Or you can gather some sticks and rocks during your next outing to the park and create more patterns that way. You can also use crayons and markers to draw a pattern of different colors or shapes. I had a great time learning about patterns with you today. Let's say goodbye with our goodbye song. Get your waving hands ready. All right. We wave and sing goodbye. We wave and sing goodbye. With all our friends at Mathy time, we wave and sing goodbye. Yay! Thanks so much. Have a great day, everyone.